Well, good morning everyone, and thank you Kerry for the introduction. It's a pleasure to be here at IMARC 2025 and present on behalf of Horizon Minerals. So we are a gold development company based in a premier mining address in the eastern goldfields of WA. We've got over 1.8 million ounces in resource, or around 30 million tonnes, and we're currently producing from two assets at the moment, and we are treating our gold through two processing facilities under an ore purchase agreement and also a toll milling agreement. We also have two processing plants. We have our 1.5 million tonne per annum concentrator at Lake Johnson, and the jewel in the crown really is our 2.2 million tonne per annum processing plant at Black Swan. So what we aim to do is, the Black Swan plant is a nickel concentrator, and we aim to refurbish and repurpose that plant into a gold plant. So we're currently undertaking feasibility work at the moment. We'll complete our feasibility in this December quarter. So we've got mining studies underway, which will develop a 5-year mine plan for this asset, and GR Engineering are also doing that refurbishment and repurposement of that plant. So we'll deliver the study late this quarter, and we'll look to start refurbishing that plant early next year in 2026, and look to be the next emerging gold producer early in 2027. So a snapshot on us. This is of yesterday's closing price. Currently got a market cap of around $240 million. I've got over $30 million in the bank, so we're well cashed up and funded. Got a small amount of debt that crystallises next year. We'll pay that debt off next month and be debt free. And currently an EV of around $210 million. So on an EV per ounce basis is pretty cheap buying if you ask me. We've got a very hands-on and experienced management and leadership team covering the areas of geology, mining engineering, metallurgy and corporate finance. And we've got really deep experience in the goldfields of WA where we operate, over 150 years of collective experience. So we've built mines and we've ran mines in the Kalgoorlie district, and we believe we've got the team that can execute our strategy going forward. So where are we now? So we're currently undertaking gold production from two assets. We're mining our Barara and Phillips Fired assets. Those assets are now returning cash flows to the business, and we're making money and improving our balance sheet. We're also undertaking those PFS studies, as I said, we'll deliver this year, and we're also embarking on a large exploration program to increase our resource base from the current 1.8 million ounces. So I've currently got a 30,000 metre program at our Cornerstone Burbanks project, and drilling's underway now. Over the next 12 months, we'll look to start refurbishing that plant in the first half of next year. It's about a 12-month build, and as I said, we'll get that online in 2027. And we'll also convert a lot of our inferred resource at our Burbanks project to indicated, and get some PFS results on that Cornerstone asset as well, which will improve a lot our PFS results we'll get out later this year. And then it's all about the future, being an independent gold producer, getting that plant up and running in 2027, running under our own steam with a minimum mine life of 5 years. The other point of difference with us is, apart from our large resource base in gold, we also have 420,000 tonnes of nickel metal, and 220,000 tonnes of that metal is based at Black Swan. And we also have our Nimbus silver zinc project, so it's 20 million ounces, sitting only a 15-minute drive from Kalgoorlie. So what we're going to do is we're going to build the gold circuit in and around the current concentrator and keep the flotation circuit intact. And what that allows us is great optionality to be able to process not only gold bars but also concentrates such as nickel and also silver and zinc. So a quick look at the portfolio. Looking at the map there, you can see Kalgoorlie is right in the centre. Our assets are shown in red, our tenure, and you can see the bubbles coming out, showing the resources around the area. So our two key projects is our Barara asset and also our Burbanks asset. So those two ounce profiles together make up about 50% of our resource book, and they'll be the ones that underpin our growth plans and to feed that plant going forward. And it'll be a typical hub and spoke method. So you can see the plant's about 40 kilometres to the north of Kalgoorlie, and we'll road train all our ore through to that plant. Looking at the tenure, you can see it's on key geological structures, and apart from increasing our resource base, we see there's enormous growth potential also to find new discoveries within our ground. So looking at our first asset we're mining now, this is our Barara project. We commenced this mining of this asset in August last year, started producing gold bars in January this year. This project, we've got a 1.2 million tonne ore purchase agreement with the Paddington Gold Mine, which is about 30 kilometres north of Kalgoorlie. We've probably processed half our ore to date and brought in about $74 million in revenue. This project will be completed mining in this December quarter, and we'll continue processing through to about March or April next year and continue to harvest good cash flows from this project. We're expecting to pull in about $30 million from this project between now and April next year. This asset is one of our baseload feeds, as I mentioned. We're only mining 15% of the tonnes and the ounces from this project, so it's got a long life ahead of it to be able to provide baseload feed to our own plant in the future. This project has also got extensional opportunities, not only at depth, but also along strike, and there's also some parallel structures that we also wish to test. The good thing about mining these assets and processing them now is it obviously de-risks putting this ore through our plant in the future as well. Our second project we're mining at the moment is our Phillips Fine project. We've started mining this project in October and started producing gold bars in February. The point of difference with this project is with Barara we've got our own management team, our own technical team and contractors doing the mining. What we didn't want to do was stretch our own in-house capability and our balance sheet and start two operations 2 months apart. So with this one, we've got a very capable group called BML Ventures. They've done joint ventures with other companies like Bright Star Resources and Auric Mining. So what they'll do is they'll come and bring in the management team, the technical team and all the operations staff, and more importantly they'll bring their balance sheet to the table. So these guys have fully funded this project. We haven't had to put a cent in it. It greatly de-risks things from our perspective. So we aim to finish this project also in December this year. We've already harvested 5.5 million cash so far from the project, and we'll reap the remaining cash in this current December quarter. So the jewel in the crown for us is our 2.2 million tonne per annum processing plant at Black Swan. It's currently a nickel concentrator. Whether you're treating gold or you're treating nickel, the comminution circuit on the front end is exactly the same. So comminution is the crushing and the grinding circuit. So we just need to refurbish those components, and then we've got to build a gold circuit on the back end of the plant to produce gold bars. As I said earlier, we're going to keep the flotation circuit intact for optionality. So with our PFS we're completing at the moment, we're looking at a run rate of 1.5 million tonnes per annum, and we can easily scale up to 2.2 million tonnes per annum. And we have an aspirational target of being a 100,000 ounce per annum producer over a period of at least 5 years. Looking at our Bearbanks project, so this is our other cornerstone asset in addition to Barara. It's a large baseload feed, 466,000 ounces and counting at the moment. This is one of those great projects. It's had historical mining since the turn of the century, last century I should say. Over 320,000 ounces has been mined at a very high grade of 22 grams a tonne. It's one of those great assets, the more you drill, the more you seem to find. We acquired this asset in June last year, and the previous owners put 10,000 metres into the project and increased the resource by 190,000 ounces. So we're undertaking a large exploration program and infill program at the moment. Phase 1 is 15,000 metres, which we should finish by Christmas this year. That's largely infill. You can probably see at the table at the bottom of the screen a lot of the resources in the inferred category. So we want to improve the confidence, de-risk the project and move a lot of that into indicated, and then be able to do a PFS on this project and increase the confidence and generate some more reserves. After Christmas, we're going to put another 15,000 metres in this asset, and it's all extensional stuff. It's all the upside, all the sizzle. So currently a resource base of 466,000 ounces, and we'll look to grow that significantly over the next 6 months next year. So looking at our project pipeline, if we look on the right hand side, You can see our Phillips Fine and Barara assets that we're mining at the moment, currently in production. As I mentioned, Barara's got a lot more steam to go to provide long-term feed to Black Swan. As we move to the left, you can see our Cannon and our Penny's Fines projects. We've already completed PFSs on those under a toll milling scenario, so they're already fully development ready and fully approved and ready to go. So we could mobilise to site tomorrow and start those projects if we wanted to. We also have our Burbanks project that we've talked about, our Cooten Crake and Rose Hill projects. So just feeding that hub and spoke model. We've got a lot of assets that can be development ready in the next sort of 12 months to feed that plant. Looking more regionally, you can see our tenure again is in red. Look, we're not the largest player in the goldfields, premier mining address in the goldfields of WA, but we've got a dominant land package, 1,300 square kilometres, and the third largest land holding in the district. There's a lot of M&A that can happen in the gold space in the mature goldfields. There's a lot of assets that are held by majors that are stranded and too far from their infrastructure. There's other players that have got development ready assets but they don't have a processing solution. So us having our Black Swan plant and bringing that online in 2027, we can provide that processing solution and acquire those assets. So there's still a lot more M&A activity to come in the Eastern Goldfields. So just to sum up from us, we're currently generating cash from 2 assets, currently got over $30 million in the bank and growing, and we see that will enable us to bridge that funding gap that we'll require to upgrade that plant and refurbish it and turn it into a gold plant. Going to be an exciting year coming up next year as we refurbish that plant and get it online. We believe we're going under the radar. Not a lot of people know the assets we have. Strong asset base, 2 processing mills, and believe there's good value if you want to have a better look at us. Thanks very much.